Well, welcome to West Live. We're giving this another shot here. Let's see here. I'm not sure if I'm doing this right. I've got a thing that I'm not used to seeing on this camera. So let's see here. I think that's what I want to do. Anyway, we're glad you're here, and we're gonna. I'm flying solo tonight, so I've got a few things that are a little different from what I normally would do, and but we're glad that you're a part of this. We're going to be singing tonight, sharing some songs that I think will bless you and your family. So. If you get a chance, go ahead and let some folks know that we're doing this. If you could send a little note out to your friends list and say, join us on our Facebook Live called West Live. One of the things that I enjoy doing, and we've done it several times across the weeks that we've been doing this. We've been doing this since February. Can you believe that? Every Thursday night since February, we've been sharing these times together, and it is a delight. So I hope that tonight will be a blessing to you and to your family. One of the things that I have enjoyed doing is taking old hymns and giving them kind of a new treatment. And one of the things that is a part of the Wesleyan hymnody is the works of Charles Wesley, who did a great deal of music. 9,000 hymns he wrote, but he didn't write any of the melodies. He went tune hunting when he had his work done. He would go try to find music of the people to put to his lyrics, and so. We did one the other day to the Rose, and I want to do one tonight that's kind of a country song, and it's got it's a lot of fun. It's a song called "'Tis So Sweet to Trust in Jesus," and we're going to do it to the tune of Rocky Top. You heard me right. Now we had to change a little bit in the chorus to make it fit. But it works great, and it's a lot of fun to sing, and you might want to try it in your church sometime, and it goes like this. "'Tis so sweet to trust in Jesus, just to take him at his word, just to rest upon his promise and to know, thus saith the Lord. Yes, it's sweet to trust in Jesus, just from sin and self to cease. Just from Jesus, simply taking life and rest and joy and peace. Jesus, Jesus, how I proved him o'er and o'er. Jesus, Jesus, oh for grace to trust him more. Oh for grace to trust him more. Yes, it's sweet to trust in Jesus, just from sin and self to cease. Just from Jesus, simply taking life and rest and joy and peace. I'm so glad I learned to trust thee, precious Jesus, Savior friend. And I know that you are with me, will be with me to the end. Jesus, Jesus, how I proved him o'er and o'er. Jesus, Jesus, oh for grace to trust him more. Oh, for grace to trust him more. Jesus, Jesus, how I proved him more and more. Jesus, Jesus, oh, for grace to trust him more. 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 Amen. Isn't that fun? It is good to trust in Jesus. Now, you know, it's kind of fun to know a little bit about where those songs came from. That was written by a woman by the name of Louisa Stead. Louisa Stead. And let me tell you that she wrote that song, as many of the hymns that we sing come out of times of pain. Well, this one was one of those. She actually was on vacation with her family. They were on a beach, and the family was sitting there enjoying time together, and all of a sudden they heard a ruckus in the sea, and they looked up, and there was a boy drowning. And her husband jumped up and ran out to the sea, swam out to the boy, and tried to save his life. However, the boy fought and ended up pulling her husband under, and they both drowned. And so after that happened, she sat down and wrote this song about trusting in Jesus. And I'd say she learned firsthand what it was like to trust him when the struggles of life were intense. And matter of fact, after that, she ended up going into missions in Africa, where her daughter and she moved, and they lived and they worked for many, many years after that, even though she struggled with some health issues herself. So some of the songs that we sing that sound so filled with joy are also songs that came out of pain, and that was one of them. Some of the songs that we sing are songs that contain all of the gospel, all put together in one song. And so this is one of those. It's called Lord of the Dance, and I love this song. It just is so exuberant, even though it's talking about some of the pain that was in the life of Christ. Yet there is something that happens when we just rejoice over who he is and what he's done for us, because even though it was very painful, it brought a great deal of life and hope to us. So here we go. I danced in the morning when the world was begun, and I danced in the moon and the stars and the sun. I came down from heaven and I danced on the earth. From Bethlehem I had my birth. Dance then wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the dance, said he, and I'll lead you all wherever you may be, and I'll lead you all in the dance, said he. I danced for the scribe and the Pharisee, but they would not dance and they would not follow me. I danced for the fishermen, for James and John. They came with me and the dance went on. Dance then wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the dance, said he, and I'll lead you all wherever you may be, and I'll lead you all in the dance, said he. I danced on the Sabbath and I cured the lame. The holy people said it was a shame. They whipped and they stripped and they hung me on high, and they left me there on a cross to die. Dance then wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the dance, said he, and I'll lead you all wherever you may be, and I'll lead you all in the dance, said he. I danced on a Friday when the sky turned black. It's hard to dance with the devil on your back. They buried my body and they thought I'd gone. But I am the dance and I still go on. Dance then, wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the dance, said he, and I'll lead you all wherever you may be, and I'll lead you all in the dance, said he. They cut me down and I leapt up high. I am the life that'll never, never die. I'll live in you if you'll live in me. I am the Lord of the dance, said he. Dance then wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the dance, said he, and I'll lead you all wherever you may be, and I'll lead you all in the dance, said he. Dance then wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the dance, said he, and I'll lead you all wherever you may be, and I'll lead you all in the dance, said he. Amen. I am the Lord of the dance. Did you hear all of the gospel in there? His coming, his birth, his life, his death, his resurrection, and the hope that he gives to us because of our trust in him. Wow, wow, wow. That is good news, my friend. I hope you have believed it. I hope that you have accepted him and that he is the Lord of the dance for you, that you will be able to dance even when there is trouble, even when things are difficult, that the Lord of the dance is living inside of you and that he will give you the strength that you need to make it victoriously through the problems and the strains and the struggles of life. And it did not come cheap, what God has done. It did not come cheap at all. It cost him everything for us to have this hope. It all happened over 2,000 years ago, or as he hung on a cross for us. On a hill far away stood an old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame. And I love that old cross where the dearest and best for a world of lost sinners was slain. Oh, that old rugged cross, stained with blood so divine, has a wondrous attraction for me. For the dear Lamb of God left his glory above to bear it to dark Calvary. And I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown Pardon me. To the old rugged cross, I will ever be true. Its shame and reproach I'll gladly bear. Then he'll call me someday to my home far away, where his glory forever I will share. And I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. I'll exchange it someday for a crown. Amen. The old rugged cross. Incredible what God has done, how he has shown his great love for us. Well, let me see here. I've got some stuff going on now. I've got some sound coming in that shouldn't be. See if that fixes it. Nope. Turn the volume down here. See if that helps. I think that did. Yes. As long as you can still hear. I was hearing a little echo. I want to do an old song here. This is one I wrote in the 70s. That's a long time ago. But it is one that was requested, and so we're going to pull it out and use it. I think I've done it before in these West Live broadcasts, but it is a powerful statement of hope that we have as God's people that says that he is what we're looking for. He is all that we need. And so this song makes that pretty clear. I wrote it when one of the ladies in the church that I was serving. I'm going to have to get this plugged in. I've got two guitars running here tonight, and so I've got to pull the extra audio cable. This is what happens when you're by yourself. Is stuff can get a little overwhelming. So let's see if that does it. When I'm crying, he sees my tears. And when I'm hurting, he really cares. And when I'm weak, on Jesus I lean. And nothing's ever happened he hadn't seen. He's all I need to see me through there's really nothing my God can't do. So when I'm frightened and feel all alone, I may be weak, oh, but Jesus is strong. And when I'm walking and the way seems dark, He sees the finish right from the start. So I'll make sure my hand's in His, and I'll be stronger just for knowing this. He's all I need to see me through. There's really nothing my God can't do. So when I'm frightened and feel all alone, I may be weak, oh, but Jesus is strong. He's all you need to see you through. There's really nothing, there is nothing at all our God can't do. So when you're frightened, feel all alone, you may be weak, oh, but Jesus is strong. He's all I need to see me through. There's really nothing, there is nothing at all my God can't do. So when I'm frightened and feel all alone, I may be weak, oh, but Jesus is strong. When we are weak, He makes us strong. Amen. He is all we need. I'm telling you, I got some folks that I love who are going through some tough times right now. Do you? Maybe you are. And that's when we need to be reminded that we're not alone in this, that there is one who is alongside us, who gives us the power and the strength that we need to survive, and not only survive, but to thrive. That He can take us through the storms. He's in the boat with us. We're not alone. And when the waves are crashing in around us, don't give up. Don't stop. Keep trusting. A few years ago, I had a dear friend who was battling terminal cancer. And I remember visiting him in the hospital, and he said, "You know, I'm not afraid to die, Wesley. I know my time is short. And if my time comes because of this disease, I want you to know that I still trust God. I'm still leaning on him because I know that he doesn't just see the struggle. He doesn't just see the pain. He doesn't just see the battle that I'm fighting. He sees beyond. He sees what's coming. And I am walking with him. And so I wrote this song after that conversation. And it's simply entitled Beyond. Maybe you are walking through that right now. Maybe you are experiencing some of that struggle. And maybe these words are for you tonight. Sometimes life can be confounding. Our goals seem just beyond our reach. Afraid the mountain path we've chosen will never lead us to the peak. We feel abandoned, afraid that we will fail. But God has never left us. We'll follow as He leads the way. He can see beyond the mountain we are climbing, a clearer view to the other side, where there's a path I know we'll soon be finding. We'll trust in Him to be our guide. There are storms for us to walk in. Lightning strikes revealing our past shame. Overwhelming doubt like rain is falling. We fear we will never change. We feel discouraged. Clouds are all we see. But with our eyes on Jesus, we can walk on stormy seas. He can see beyond the storm. The skies are clearing. Very soon the winds will cease. When He's nearby, our fear is disappearing, and He covers us with peace. Even when the desert sun beats down on our souls, life feels like a wilderness. He speaks this promise and restores our soul. Come to me, I'll give you rest. He can see beyond the desert road we're walking, to where the gentle breezes blow, and we will dance as refreshing rains are falling, as He satisfies our soul. He can see beyond the desert road we're walking, to where the gentle breezes blow, and we will dance as refreshing rains are falling, and He satisfies our souls, and He satisfies our souls. Amen. There's truth for us. So if you are battling right now, know that the one that is walking beside you can see beyond to the other side. Well, our time is gone. That was quick. Keep in mind that we do this every Thursday. We'll be back next Thursday night, 8 o'clock, and we will be looking forward to our time together with you. Be sure and come back and tell your friends about it and share this Facebook Live with them. Let them get a chance to hear some of these songs. Maybe they will minister to them as well. I'm trying to learn how to do all of this. It is still a technological challenge for me. I hope that it worked out well tonight. I'm really not sure yet until I get a chance to see the playback. But we are busy right now getting ready for camp. We're going to be going, this will be my 40th year. If you've got some elementary kids out in West Texas, or in New Mexico, get them signed up and registered for church camp. This is my 40th anniversary of working with children out there. Can you believe that? 40 years. And I'm really excited to be going back and sharing. We'll be in Cedar Canyon the last week of June. We will then slide over to Sacramento, New Mexico, where I'm doing a family camp the week of the 4th, and then the next week we're doing another elementary camp, and then we're heading cross country to Lake Charles, Louisiana, in near the middle of July. So it's going to be a busy month, but we are excited about the potentials and possibilities for ministry. So pray for us as we go, and remember that this ministry is supported through the generosity of our friends, that we can't do this without our donors. About 2/3 of our support comes in every month in the mailbox, and or through the computer, where we have a donate button on our web page, and people take advantage of that. So we would love to hear from you. We'd love to hear, hey, if these songs are being a blessing to you, leave it in the comment box. And if you have a recommendation or a request for next week, leave it in the comments. We did songs tonight from that have been recommended and requested over the last several weeks. And so God bless you. Thank you for being with us, and we will see you next Thursday night. God bless you, and we'll see